But the other thing to look at is like when we talk about, again, handling the volume and the frequency of these types of failures, most people are challenged with how do I do this in an efficient manner? And so for some carriers, they can handle all of that themselves. A lot of times you'll want to group similar type of processes together. And so a lot of folks will do a partnership with other folks, not us. They'll work with other maybe subrogation firms, recovery services, and other types of third parties to really assist with that. So it might be that if I'm a subrogation department, I might be really good at something, handling these one types of losses, but I'm not really good at these others. And so I might outsource those to somebody else. And there's a lot of different firms out there that you could use that would be able to assist with that. But it might be that, let's say I'm a relatively small insurance firm, and I just don't have the internal resources to do that. Not only that, I probably don't have the frequency of failures to really try to get anything efficient off of that. And you probably won't, but that doesn't mean that you can't take advantage of these things in the marketplace. And that's where these other partners would be able to assist you with that, because they would have the volume to be able to do that. And I will say, everybody kind of specializes in certain different things. So like, certain manufacturers have put work and effort into certain types of things. And so they're kind of known as that type of work. And then so on and so forth. They each have their own little specialization aspects. And so, don't let that be a roadblock for you to be like, hey, that's all well and good. We could do all that stuff on the front end, but if we get this report, we don't really know what to do with it next. Once you kind of go down that path and you make those, claims to whatever party that might be, then you'll continue to work that. That other party will likely want to take a look at the evidence. They'll either do that at our facility here, or if you want to relinquish the evidence to them, you can do that. Just know that you may not get it back. And so there's a variety of different things you can do there. But then, once they kind of take a look at it and they can assess, then folks can kind of determine, what's reasonable from that standpoint on, from a financial standpoint, depending on what the failure mode is, what's the characteristics about the claim and all that sort of stuff. And so there's a lot of different other aspects associated with the subrogation that's well outside the scope of the component testing lab, but really it all kind of, a lot of it comes into what is that failure mode and the cause of that failure mode. So, once you get into that, again, if it's large enough or if it's significant enough that it goes into litigation, we are there to really kind of support our findings. We'll defend what that is and provide expert witness testimony